Hey guys, Harsh here, back in video. So another May GT for you guys today, and this is a special one for me because this is the McLaren Senna F1 GTR, and this is from the 1995 Le Mans 24 hours, and this is the car that actually won the Le Mans that season. So this car actually had a very funny story behind it. It was a late entry in the Le Mans, I think, but you can check it for yourself out. I am just here to review the car itself, not talk about the history, because obviously that's all available on the internet. It is the Mini GT number 534, so it just got released now. It was on pre-order for quite a long time, and at the back here you can see we have total of 3 authenticated stickers. So first of all, we have the TSM one, pretty standard in all of the Mini GT models. Then we have the McLaren logo, obviously this is a McLaren vehicle, and then the 24 hours of Le Mans logo, which I have not seen in any of the Mini GT so far, that they have the sticker for the race series as well. So this is quite strange to see. I don't know if they would do that in the F1 models as well. So enough talking, let's quickly unbox it and see what we get inside. This is a fairly simple model, as you can see. Not a lot of sponsors are there, but still looks pretty nice in its black color. So here's the model, as you can see, pretty standard Mini GT packaging as always. The tires in this are printed on the side wall there, as you can see. Rims are quite nicely detailed as well. So now that it is out of the box, let's take a closer look at it. Now, as always, let's start with the front of the vehicle. So as you can see, inside the vents there, you can see we have the nicely detailed mesh design in black color. Quite nice to see that. It is the place where all the radiators go. And then we have these headlights over here, and it is a quite strange headlight, and that is because this plastic insert that you see over here can take out. It is just like a simple window, and then inside that window we have 2 silver painted headlights. So that way you get this very nice realistic look to the vehicle headlights, but obviously these are painted headlights, not the original headlight design. So quite disappointed in that, but still looks pretty nice. And if you look at the bottom there, you can see we have the indicator headlights, but these are also painted, so nothing too special here. Along with that, we have the old McLaren logo, as you can see right at the front. It is quite small, but I think for those who know how the McLaren logo looked like in the past can make out quite easily of what it is written. Now looking to the fenders there, on the one side we can see we have the British flag, and on the other we have the car number, which is 59. And as you can see, on top of the fender we have these vents over here to cool the tires down. So that is quite nice detail, but they don't have a solid pass through. It is just a simple dent on the main body, and then that is just painted over. Now if you talk about the wheels, I think these are by far one of the best detailed tires I have seen on Mini GT so far, because the rims have a very nice shape given to them. It is not just like a lazy work or something like that, but also the tire wall, as I mentioned before, have the printed sponsors on them. So we have the Michelin tire logo, and if you look at the other one, I think I cannot make out on what these are, but maybe you guys can comment down below on what these are. Same with the back tire. And one more thing to notice is that the color of the nut. So in this case, on the left hand side of the vehicle it is red, but if you turn the vehicle around and take a closer look at the right side, then you can see the nut is in blue color. So this is quite a nice detail that they were able to add. I think in the tarmac works they also did that, but I accidentally switched the wheels around, so it didn't matter at that time. Now if you look at the front of the windshield, then you can see we have the McLaren GTR logo, and if you very sneakily take a closer look at the interior, as you can see, the driving seat is actually in the middle. So quite strange vehicle this particular model is, but it is actually the real case as well, so not going to complain here. Also, if you look at the mirrors there, you can see they are made out of hard plastic in this case, so they are quite tough in this case, but still have a flexible movement in them, so that's pretty nice. Also, these are without the reflective inserts again, which is pretty standard for Mini GT, I guess. The cutout for the door, as you can see, is quite nicely visible on the car body itself, and it goes all the way top to the roof there. And speaking of the roof, you can see we have I think the class of the vehicle. So as you know that in Le Mans race they have different classes of cars that race around at the same time. So I think this is from the GT1 class. I'm not sure, I may be completely wrong. Don't judge me for that. I don't watch Le Mans. I just bought the car for what it's look like. Now talking of the roof, you can see we have this front scoop as well. Engine is at the back. So this front scoop will scoop up air, cool the engine down, or I think this is for the engine intake, something like that. I don't know. Also at the back here is the engine, I believe, and it is covered in this glass panel plastic in this model. And you can see there is a massive fingerprint over here. It's not mine, it's from the guy I think who actually assembled this vehicle and left that fingerprint out. It's not on the outside, it is actually on the back side the inside of the plastic window. So maybe I will need to disassemble the whole car and wipe all the fingerprints out and then put it back together, and that is just extra work that I have to do. Now at the bottom lip on the side there, you can see we have a number of logos there. We have Michelin, these three I cannot pronounce, and then we have Kenwood. McLaren is also there as well, so pretty nice to see. Also the main sponsor I believe is the Tokyo Unio Clinic. This is, I think, the main company which ran this particular car, and they actually won somehow for some reason. I don't know why. Now looking at the back, you can see we have this massive, or should I say adequately sized spoiler in this nice carbon fiber finish looks pretty nice, as you can see. The underneath however is not carbon fiber finished. It is just a simple metallic black. Only the sides of the back wing and the top is in its carbon fiber finish. There is also this simple mesh design over here, if you are able to see that. So I don't know what the purpose of it is, but it looks quite nice and give a nice detail to the car itself. Now moving to the back end of the car, I think this is the favorite part of my car because it is quite nicely detailed as well and is in a very nice boxy shape. Let's talk about the yellow one. So this is written GTR, and on the right side we have the McLaren F1. So McLaren F1 GTR, it's the model name of the car. And then if you look at the brake light and the indicators, they are absolutely, I think, spot on in terms of quality. They are plastic inserts and have a black core inside them. So this is actually one of the things that old cars had. So the light will actually bounce inside the light first and then bounce back from the reflective surface inside the headlight and then finally come out. So I think they have done that quite perfectly in this model. The lights are also protruding out quite a bit from the main body as well. Quite nice to see that. I think this is as much detail as the DTM cars that I have reviewed on this channel, and I have said that before that DTM cars have one of the most detailed headlights I have seen in Mini GT so far. So I think this could top that list as well. Next up we have the logo for the BMW V12 Power. Obviously this wasn't running a McLaren engine, it was running a BMW V12 engine. No diffuser at the back, as you can see. It's just a simple flat surface. And speaking on the bottom there, you can see we have the company name and the country of origin and a completely flat base, no drivetrain or funny stuff like that. Now coming to the exhaust system, it is 4 pipes in total, kind of like the Lamborghini we had for some time, and these are all black painted and have holes inside them, so pretty nice to see that. And it is painted black, not silver. I'm guessing it's the case in the real one as well, but if it's not, then 1 point will be redirected, of course. Otherwise it would have been a perfect exhaust system. So all in all, I think Mini GT have done quite a good job in making this model. Mainly the tail lights over here, as you can see. The rims are quite nice in this particular model as well, and the exhaust system over here as well is also quite nicely detailed. The major thing I disagree with is the front headlight and how they are made, but I think that's the best that they could have done, because if they were to go in so much trouble and produce this much detailed tail lights, then they would have the time and money to put that into the front light as well, but they obviously encountered some issues and couldn't do that. One thing I missed is the interior, which is, I mean, there isn't much there, you can see, apart from the steering wheel there and the dashboard. It is quite standard with Mini GT, and only one racing seat on the inside in the middle there, as you can see. All painted in black, so you won't get any colored interior anytime soon in Mini GT models. If you want that, you can switch to Tarmac Works. They will be somewhat expensive than Mini GT, but it will be worth your time. So that is, guys, the McLaren Senna F1 GTR from the 1995 Le Mans season. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and this was a very cool car indeed to review. So if you have any comments or doubts, you can comment down below. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So until then, I will catch you all in the next one.